Hey guys, Summer here, coming to you for this week's edition of Yoga from the Backyard in partnership with Greensboro Downtown Parks. And it's a really great week for this partnership because it's National Parks Week as well as Earth Day. And to be able to celebrate those two amazing things while outside in movement brings me total and complete joy. All week in classes, I've been celebrating the national parks. I love venturing to the national parks. Michael and I have been to numerous ones, and you can learn in a couple other classes what I love in the parks. But in this class today, we're gonna really focus on some of the different animal-inspired poses of yoga and some different balancing. So it is gonna be focused on feet balancing, some hand balancing, and some mental mindful balancing. All right, we're gonna start standing with our feet right under our hips. Place your hands by the side of your body. Shut your eyes. This is called mountain. I want you to envision in your mind's eye the greatest, most luxurious mountain you can see. To me, that's the Great Rocky Mountains. Oh, my heart. If you haven't experienced them, highly encourage you to find the virtual tour. But find your mountain in your eyes. Press and ground your feet into the floor. That is going to become so important through these balancing moves today. I am on an unstable surface, meaning it's all different underneath me. My balance is going to be impacted. So know that. Big deep inhale as we lift our right knee up and press it down. Left knee. Each time it's just this gentle lift and lower of the leg. The arms are flowing. Imagine your arms are like birds' wings, just flapping and moving in the wind. As your foot rises, flex it now. Keep that connection to the earth. One more. Hold this one up. Hold this lift. Big deep inhale as that foot is going to reach out to the side. You tap a toe, come back to center. Slide your foot up your leg. Reach out to the side. Come back in. So it's just this little tiny bend in your standing leg as we slide the leg up, or the foot up your leg. It's like you're trying to touch that skin to skin. You're a pelican, or as my dad's least favorite animal, a flamingo. He hates them. I think they're beautiful. Last time, reach, settle, big deep inhale. Exhale, look to the sky. Lift your left leg, inhale. Exhale, reach. Each time, if you notice, I'm just looking over my shoulder. Be willing to be unstable in these opportunities. Your front knee is bent going over the center of your front foot. Just make sure of that in this dynamic balance. One more. Come back up. Big deep inhale. Exhale down. Find a tree. Foot on the ground is grounded. So let's have our left foot on the ground, right leg lifted. Place your foot. Now, could it be a little kickstand? Absolutely. But maybe you bring it a little bit higher up or all the way into your inner thigh. Hands at heart center. And I'm going to make you have your tree sway in the wind. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. You'll start to notice as your head moves, your foot starts to wobble. You start to move. So you have to squeeze your butt and push your foot more into the ground. Come back to center. Exhale, release. Let's go to the other side. Slide your foot up your leg. Find that place where it's grounded. As you look over your shoulder. So this is tree. Imagine yourself out in a forest. See the trees around you. There's actually something called forest bathing, which is this method of going out into the forest, surrounding yourself with trees, and there's actually research that tells us that it calms our mind and our body. Come back to center. Release your foot. Big deep inhale up. Exhale your hands to heart center. Reach your hands down to mountain. Look to the sky. Inhale, gather up, right leg. We're going to call this pelican or flamingo. Let's call it flamingo in honor of my dad. Reach out. Come back in. If you joined me last week, you know I was in the hospital with my dad. He is home, so yay. One more. Reach. Gather center. Tree. Reach your arms high to the sky. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Your foot's going to go out to the side and you go into this falling star. Ooh. Or star. It's called lots of things. Let's call it star today. So you are this big, proud star. When was the last time you went and just looked at the stars? Come up high. Foot down to the ground, right? Like, how often do we just go stargaze? Flamingo on the left. Reach out. Shh. Pull in. Especially those of us who live in big cities where you just don't see the stars. Right now, while there's less cars on the road, you might actually be able to see them. Come into tree. Hold your tree. Lift your arms high to the sky. Exhale over for your star. Hold star. I notice our music has stopped. You hold that position right there. There we go. Come back to center. Lift. And hands to heart center. We're going to find eagle. So with eagle, our right knee crosses over our left. We're going to do just eagle legs to start. Now this foot theoretically is trying to hook back behind this leg. There is absolutely no way my ankle will ever do that. If yours does, amazing. Lift your chest and you're going to sit low. As you do that, squeeze your inner thighs together. Make that cross even more. Now take your right arm under your left arm. You lower down, big deep inhale, then lift your elbows high. I turn to the side just so you could see this. You can stay facing forward. Inhale, you're gonna reach up. Exhale, mountain. Other side. Let's find eagle. You'll notice this is kind of uncommon for me, for those of you who've taken classes with me, that I'm not taking you through this like flow. And sometimes I feel like there's moments in the life where we see these different pieces. I was thinking about that, like even with the garden right next to me. Lower your left hand under, your right arm on top. circle and sink your hips down as your arms come up. That maybe life isn't always fluid and together. That sometimes, just like the elements, we are separate and apart. Uncross your legs, inhale, exhale down. But we are gonna add that in. Flamingo. Reach just one flamingo. One time to come to a big tall tree. Exhale over to falling star. This is where the flow starts to happen. This leg crosses behind, so right knee on top, right arm under. Sit low. Inhale, reach, knee comes back to center. You're gonna reach your leg behind you. Warrior 3, airplane. But we're gonna think like we are a flapping bird. Our foot and our arms are gonna lift and lower. Notice my front knee. It's lifting and lowering. Lift. Come all the way back up. Lift your knee. Exhale, come back down. Other side. Inhale, flamingo. Reach out long. Be that great, creative, explorative person who finds each of these different elements and works to create the beauty. One of my favorite quotes about nature is that it's not perfect. Come back in. That nature is created by imperfections. The beauty is in the asymmetry. And think of how true that is. Come back up. Reach back behind. Find your warrior 3 airplane. Your belly is pulled in tight. And then let's take flight. Like, how much do we like it when everything is just absolutely even out in a flower bed? Or do you like it when there's one random flower that pokes its head up and says, look at my beauty in comparison, right? One more. Lift ourselves back up. Exhale down. We're gonna find an arm balance. And this arm balance is a little tricky, but I think we're gonna be able to do it. So we're gonna do a couple preps before we go into it. So just know that that's what this is about. Sit low into a chair. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Lift back to center. Other side. Now please know that I'm not taking you through an amazing full class. We're kind of getting into this, so you might not be fully warm, but you're warm as you can be, right? Your knees are over the center of your foot. Hold on this side. Hold right here. Place your right hand up to the sky, and you're trying to find the rotation in the mid-back. Bring your hands to center and sit low. Lift your heels and hold on to this little tiny ball. While you're here, one image that was given to me once about this little tiny ball right here is that it's a seedling that's about to grow. And I think that's so beautiful. You know, imagine a forest of just seedling trees. It's not that big, expansive place, but it's important. Lower your heels, lift back to chair, and that's how this position is, right? Take our right elbow to the outside of our left knee. Press your hands together as you rotate your chest. Extend your left arm to the sky. Now you're going to notice I have a little bit of rotational challenges. I've been dealing with this neck injury, and one of the things that we've realized is that my thoracic spine, my mid-back, is insanely tight. So like, this is really tough for me to get my back or my shoulders rotated. You might be like, because I have to have those knees together. come back to center. Sit low. There's a lot I can do, and there's a lot of challenges I have, and that's okay. All right, so side crow is what we are trying for today. It's different than front crow, obviously, but a lot of similarities. You're gonna take your elbows or your knees to the outside of your elbow. I'm gonna show you two ways to do it. The first one right here is both hands on the ground. Your back hip comes onto your back elbow. And we teeter our weight forward. Try to lift your back foot or your top foot, then your bottom foot. And you are in this spot where your elbows are your support. And come back down. So the first way is to have elbow hooked on leg, elbow hooked on hip. If you want a little less stability, say you've been doing side crow for a while, then we lift right here. Ooh, I haven't done it that way since I hurt my neck in November. Much harder because much less stable. All right, let's try the other side. Just like nature, sometimes it needs stability in order to grow. Don't always jump to the hardest version. Let's bring hand to the ground, other hand to hip. Maybe that means today for you, you don't even lift your legs. All you do is shift your weight into your hands. And that's enough. That's enough place where you try to pull your abdominal muscles in. All right, let's try it. If you're gonna try it with me, we hook our elbow, we hook our knee, we lift our legs. Whew, it was actually better on that side than I expected it to be. Come back to center. Let's be that little seedling and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Find your tree. Enjoy your tree for a moment. Look around you. Inhale, reach our arms up. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Lift your right leg up. Your foot flexes and you're gonna sit down. So now we've got this knee pointed out to the side, the other foot grounds into the ground, and this foot is flexed. Let's just hold right here. I'm gonna show you an arm balance option with this, but this might be where you wanna stay today. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, grab your foot. So you're grabbing the inside of your foot. Lift your arm. Just the static quadricep stretch at this moment. I'm turning to see you. You don't have to turn. Lower your foot. Lift the other leg up. Cross your foot. Sit down into it. Again, that knee points out to the side. This foot flexed to try to send that engagement up into the leg. Protect the knee. Inhale, rise, reach around, grab the inside of your foot so your thumb and your big toe touch. That's important for when we go into dance or if you choose to go into it in a moment. Listen, I'm hearing this beautiful bird. What are you hearing around you? Did you take this video outside and are you also experiencing nature? I hope so. Lower your foot. Big deep inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lift your right leg. Let's cross the knee over. Now stay right here. If this is all that kind of is what you need. You want the hip stretch versus and the balance. It's a balance challenge in and of itself. But if you want the arm balance, here's where we're going. We bring our hands to the ground. This foot hooks around our tricep. In order for me to be able to get down there, I have to kind of scooch my foot back just a little bit. And then we start to lean into our hands. The back foot begins to lift off the ground and tuck into our knee. Our heel touches into our butt, in theory. Lower down, come up, that little bird on the perch. Woo! Wonderful. Grab the inside of your foot. Dancer. Turning to the side so you can see. Hold right here. Lift our arm. Reach forward. Why do I love dancer? Oh, it's such a great arching move. And in nature is these like circles. And I feel like that's what this is to me. I may not have the perfect one, but it's that rainbow. It's the circle. Big deep inhale. Exhale, come back up. Let's try the other side. Cross your foot. I don't know if I'll be able to get the bird on the perch on this side. I will try, but I don't know if it'll be there. All right. Lower ourselves down. So we hook our elbow. It's that foot that kind of hooks right there. Your toes are pulling back. Maybe this is where you want to stay. Yeah, I don't know if my neck is gonna let me do it today. This is the fun part of arm balances, is where you at. Nope, I'm not gonna try it today. But you saw the other side. Come back up out of your play if you chose to do it. And sometimes I think just like I just did, that's a real human. You know, grab the inside of the foot. Dancer. I think sometimes us as fitness professionals, we get really caught up in this need to be perfect. And there was actually a point about 4 years ago when I decided to leave fitness and leave the field completely and just be a teacher because I couldn't do things anymore. My ankle had just gotten to the point where I couldn't do it. And when I decided to return to the field, because I missed it, I missed being with you guys, even if you're on the other side of a camera right now, I said, I'm gonna do that showing that we aren't always perfect. Come back, shake out your ankles. Because by me being real and not being amazingly great and not uneven, it shows you that you might be that same way. You might not know it. I've had 3 knee surgeries and 2 ankle reconstructions. You be you. That was a total side tangent, but there it was. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands, hearts, and I totally believe it though. Inhale, big reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, sit ourselves down onto the ground. Sit tall. In these last moments, I'm going to take you through just a little guided visual meditation. We've been trees, we've been stars, we've been animals like pigeons, or we weren't a pigeon, we were a flamingo, and all the different animals we were, to celebrate nature and all that it gives to us. Think about what you can give to it. Don't take always, give. With your eyes shut, sit tall. Shift your focus to the earth. Consider that everything you experience, love, and feel grateful for is made possible by the incredible planet that sustains you. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you eat, and the materials that build your home and clothing all come from life, living, and giving the planet a home. Everything you do is from the earth. Everything we get, We call Earth our home, and we need to keep it safe and secure. Take this moment to silently thank the Earth for all that you appreciate in your life. Expand your appreciation to all that exists simultaneously and harmlessly and harmoniously on the planet. Have that spread of appreciation, of joy. And remember, healing the earth begins with my own healing. Love on the planet begins with love in my own heart. As you go into the celebration of Earth Day and National Parks Week, remember all that the earth and the world brings to us, and be willing to celebrate it and embrace. Until next time, I'm Summer. Thank you.